Came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree.
What's going on, guys? So today I'm going to tell you about my favorite, hands down favorite range bag, rifle bag in the industry. Now typically when we think about range bags and rifle bags, especially rifle bags, we think about, okay, it can fit a couple rifles in there, some other equipment, and then that's it. Its sole purpose is a soft case for rifles and some other range type equipment, maybe a couple pistols and some magazines and stuff like that. But today I'm going to introduce you to the Savior Equipment Urban Warfare bag. Now this is their 36-inch bag, the smallest of their 4 or 5 sizes. But this is also the multi-cam color. It does come in like 4 different camos. It also comes in 4 different solid colors. But let me just tell you why this is probably the hands down the best rifle bag that you can buy. It is not just a rifle bag, and I'll go into some of the features on this here in a second. So when we look at this bag, it looks like your typical rifle bag. It has a carry handle or carry strap. It also has a shoulder strap that you can just throw on your shoulder, cross shoulder or whatever, and you can do that. But also on the back, it has backpack straps that you can use to wear as a backpacking kind of range bag or rifle bag. It also has a couple handles here so you can have a good place to pick this up from and not mess up your hands or whatever. But let's get into some of the more details of why I think this is like the best rifle bag. And before I do that, I'm just gonna kind of show you my contents inside this bag, just so that you guys can see why I think this is not just a range bag, but it's a multi-application bag. All right, so let's get into it really quick. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is just take off the shoulder straps just to get those out of the way. These are easily removable just by the little spring-weighted clips. So we'll just put this out of the way here. Undo the carry strap, undo the buckles here that kind of keep everything secure. And then we'll just look at the front of the bag really quick with all the pockets. So these 2 pockets here, they don't touch, they don't go all the way through, but you have a good probably 6 inches to 8 inches of space in here to keep something nice and flat if you wanted to. Those just zip up. You have this entire MOLLE panel right here that you can hook things onto. And you have these 2 pockets on the side for anything that you want to put in here. Just to show you what I have in here, I have my auto earbuds, I have my Bole safety glasses, and I have my Pro timer. So let me get these out of the way. And on this side, I have my range belt. This is from Blackbeard Custom Belts. What else do I have in here? And I have my Faro Concepts Slingster here for my rifle. Get those out of the way. And then in this main center pocket, I have a kind of a lot of little things here. So right off the bat, you can see I have my Peltor Comtacs in here. I have my Lost Concealment holster with my Safariland load drop and my thigh rig. Here I have my Lost Concealment mags and my Glock mags right here. Some cleaning gear. So nothing crazy that I have in here, just again, range stuff, right? In these 2 front pockets here, if you guys can see that, I have just some miscellaneous stuff. Like for example, here I have my marker, I have my note, I have my little notepad here that I take notes in, and my marker for marking stuff on the targets themselves. Put that to the side. On this side, I have my speed loader. I have my little range belt clip that I put my ear pro and stuff on, and then just a assortment of batteries that I need and use. But also I have my multitasker tool, which I love this thing. If you guys don't have one of these things, you definitely need to get one. This is kind of a multi-purpose tool that you can use for your pistol and rifles, and it comes with all kinds of stuff on the inside that you can use. And for your optics, it has the little nipples here that you can use to adjust your optics. So let's get that out of the way. There's some more batteries in there. Let me shut that for now. And then if we go to the main pocket, so obviously in here I can stow whatever I need to, admin type stuff. And then if we go to the main pockets, just shut this. Okay, so on this first section, I have my Cobalt Kinetics 12.5-inch Gladius rifle. Obviously the magazine is in here with the optics, so it fits in here just fine the way it is. So I have this, and then I have this little separator here that's nice and padded, and it keeps the two systems from like rubbing up on each other, you know, messing up the paint or just messing up the optics or whatever it is. On this side, I have my Glock 19X with my EOTech E-Flex on there. Get her out of the way. And then I have on this side my Genesis Arms 12.5-inch Gen 12 SBM, which is my shotgun, and the magazine that fits all the rounds in there. Again, that EOTech sitting on there and all that stuff, it doesn't get in the way, it's not too tall, so it fits in here just fine. I have these little corner stow pockets that are cool with a little bit of padding here, so like this, the sharp muzzle breaks or whatever are not ripping through the material. So I got that little padding here. And then I got these little Velcro straps that just kind of keeps everything in place. If I don't want a lot of stuff kind of moving around or whatever, all this stuff fits in here just fine, just like that. Okay, so again, you have two rifles with all the bells and whistles on here, the lights and lasers and optics, and you have another one here with the optics and all that, plus a pistol in here. And you saw my magazines in the front pocket. So that's that. Going to the back side, I already kind of showed you this. This is the shoulder straps that you can use to turn this into a backpack. Or you can completely take these off. If you just never see yourself kind of backpacking with this thing or trekking, you can take this off. Over here, you have these two zippers. These two zippers go all the way through, and you can touch your fingers so they go all the way through to one side or another. And you're like, well, what do you put in there? Well, I'll get to that here in a second on what you can use this for. But then on the back side, you also have two kind of handles here that you can pick this entire thing up and throw it or whatever, and just easy to use and a place to grab it from if you want a two-handed kind of carry. So with all that said, you can fit a lot into this bag, right? And if you look at this, you're like, well, I can fit rifles and stuff in here, and that's great, but what else can I fit in here? Honestly, it just comes down to your imagination. What do you need to put in here? So if you are going hunting, for example, you can fit a hunting rifle on one side or break it down and fit it on both sides. But then around that hunting rifle, you can fit smaller bags, bags of clothing, bags of camping supplies, bags of food, medical supplies, commo equipment, and whatever else you can think of. Between these two main pockets and then the front pockets, you can probably outfit yourself, I would say safely, for maybe 3 or 4 days on a trek, okay? Plus your water, plus your food, plus your medical supplies, a little bit of clothing, and the other kind of mission essential things that you need. You can probably get away out in the wilderness for about 3 to 4 days before you kind of run out of things to do, or with this bag, or run out of food or water, whatever it is. But if you think that you're going to be out there for longer than 3 or 4 days, then maybe kind of rethink your configuration for your loadouts. Okay, but this is, again, a really good bag to kind of do it all for you, whether, again, that's camping, hiking, hunting, or whatever. This is the bag. So those are all the features of this bag. And again, when it comes to innovation and thought process, I think Save Your Equipment really kind of outdid themselves with this bag. And to be honest, Save Your Equipment, I think you guys need to advertise more of what the capabilities of this bag is, other than just being a rifle or range type of bag. This is a multi-purpose bag. For someone who is in the military for such a long time, these kind of bags were so clutch for us, and we didn't have a bag to kind of meet all our needs. But I wish I had this in Special Forces a long time ago, because I think I could have done a lot more with this, even if it was just for 3 to 4 days. So there you go. These are all the main features. So let's get to the carry options on this thing. So as I said earlier, obviously I got this carry handle here that I can just carry this thing around in if I'm just throwing it in the car or whatever, or if I'm walking quite a distance or whatever, or just a little bit of a distance, I can just throw this on my shoulder. I can even sit here and cross shoulder this thing if I really wanted to. That way it gives me a little more comfort, but it's also secure. It's not really in my way. And you guys have a couple different options for carrying this bag. Now, my favorite option is the one that I'm going to tell you about right now, and that's kind of the backpack portion of this bag. So let me just loosen this up for you guys. I also got this little chest strap in case I want to throw this on. This chest strap is also very cool because obviously I can hang stuff off this little hook right here. I also have Molly all over the shoulders. Tighten this up to where I can get it. And then from here, it just basically turns into a backpack, right? It's sitting kind of tall on my shoulders, but again, that's where I want the weight. I want that weight up and high instead of low. The only thing this is really missing is like a waist belt system so that I can kind of loosen the shoulders and throw all that weight onto my waist if I'm going for a longer trek or whatever, and kind of get that weight and tension off my shoulders. So, but other than that, this is an amazing bag. You can tell here how much clearance I have behind my head. So if you're wearing like a helmet that has all the bells and whistles on it, and you have a counterweight in the back for your nods or whatever, you can still wear that helmet and still be upright without having your head pushed forward, and have lots of clearance back here, about 3 to 4 inches, so that you can have that helmet on with that counterweight and still not have to get pushed forward with your head. And so you're kind of not tensing your neck and all that. So all that clearance is good right here. Plus just the weight distribution on this thing is pretty amazing. This bag, probably with everything in it, probably weighs a good 60, 70 pounds right now, but it feels good. It feels good, right? Obviously, if I'm going on a trek, I'll take this shoulder strap off and stow it, but this is what it looks like on my body. And I'm just using my watch so I can make sure you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. And again, this is a great bag. So what I like about this is, remember the pockets that I showed you in the back, the 2 zippers that kind of, they connect and you can touch hands. So I would just zip the bottom one up and open the top one. I will stick a camelback system in there and run it through the shoulder strap here with a D-ring or something else. And now I have a hydration system. So again, I can get to my water easily. I can put a radio here. I can put some other stuff here, maybe like a GPS hanging off here. And so you have basically an entire kind of backpacking rig or hiking rig or rucking rig all in one system, on top of which you have a rifle, maybe some clothes, some camping supplies, and whatever else you need for that application in this bag, ready to go. You don't have to worry about any other backpacks. You don't have to worry about taking a regular rucksack and conforming it to fit your rifle, or breaking that rifle down completely to stuff it in there. Now you have a rifle bag that basically turns into a backpack or a rucksack where you can fit a lot of your stuff and still be good with it. And if you have to carry like some kind of mat or something, you can strap it to the sides or strap it to the top. And again, you have a complete rucking system on top of a rifle bag. So that is really cool to me, and that's why this is my favorite bag in the industry. When I talk about rifle bags and multi-application bags, this is it. So last feature that I want to highlight for this bag is, because it opens all the way up like this and it's so padded on both sides, I can use this as a shooting mat. So I can sit here and be comfortable, not have to lay on the ground, not get dirty or whatever it is. If it's muddy or wet, I can put this bag down, get behind it, and get a nice comfortable zero with my rifle or that precision weapon system or that bolt action gun if you're taking shots out the long distance. So one more added feature, because it opens all the way up like that, it becomes now a shooting mat. All right guys, so there you go. Again, this is the Save Your Arms Urban Warfare bag, 36-inch. And look, if you're looking for a rifle bag, you can probably get those from all over the place, Amazon and all these other places. If you're looking for a multi-application bag, that is not just going to be a rifle bag, but also a backpack. It could be for hiking, for trekking, for camping, for all kinds of stuff. Then this is the bag that you need to get. Plus, on top of that, these bags are priced at such a friendly budget. They're such quality bags. I really don't know of any other bag company that spends this much detail onto their designs and onto their structure. The structure is also very quality. But then you look at the prices and you're just like, man, that is a really good price for a bag that kind of does it all. And this is just one of their bags. Obviously, if you go onto Save Your Equipment onto their website, they have plenty of other equipment on there. They have pistol bags and they have some other stuff. They have gear stands, and we'll talk about some of that stuff in other videos. But if you want the best range bag or rifle bag in the market that's gonna serve you in multi-application kind of scenarios, this is it. Go to SaveYourEquipment.com and check out the Urban Warfare line. Also check out the rest of their stuff and give it a try, man. This is an investment. This is not just a bag that you're gonna, put some rifles in and throw in a safe or somewhere. This is something that you're gonna use daily if you live that kind of lifestyle. If you're always outdoor, out and about, camping, hiking, whatever, or if you're hunting, then this is the bag for you. All right, guys, so saveyourequipment.com, go check them out, follow them on Instagram, and don't forget to follow and subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. Share this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.